people not only in Niger State but also.
Still a chance for Ryan Robin. It's
let them shoot. No problem.
Good day and thanks for joining us. Under the Gallery Television News at 12, I'm Eleje Chidema. On the news headlines, bandits invade Abuja Estate, kidnap residents. Gunmen disguise worshippers massacre over 35 in Ondo State. 701 Kaduna students will miss the West African Secondary School Certificate examination. And still on the news headline, National Assembly workers begin strike over unpaid salaries. On business news, 42.6% of bank accounts linked to BVN. And on sports news, Nadal wins 22nd Grand Slam title at French Open. On entertainment news, BNX, The Square, Diamond Platinum's Focalist headlines Afrobeat Music Festival 2022 in Canada. And on foreign news, 49 killed, 300 injured in Bangladesh port depot fire. And on the news in details, bandits invade Abuja Estate, kidnap residents. Suspected bandits in the early hour of today Monday attacked a FAB mini estate inside Bigger Genuine Estate in the Federal Capital Territory and operated from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. before abducting several residents of the estate. Sources disclosed that the bandits, who were in large number, gained access into the Genuine Estate after a FAB queen of 6th Avenue, Guaripa, and attacked the residents brandishing bows, arrows, and machetes. Police Public Relations Officer at Federal Capital Command DSP Josephine Ade, when contacted, said the case was probably a robbery case and not kidnap. She, however, said operatives of the command has been deployed to the scene to ascertain how the incident happened, adding that the public could be duly notified after details of the incident has been ascertained. Gunmen disguised as worshippers massacre over 35 in Ondo State. There was pandemonium at the St. Francis Catholic Church, Owolawa Street, Owo, the headquarters of the Owo local government area of Ondo State, as gunmen attacked the church on Sunday. The attack on the church in Owo, the hometown of the state governor Rotimi Akeredolu, came barely a week after the prelate of the Methodist Church of Nigeria, Bishop Samuel Kanu Uche, was kidnapped in Abia State by gunmen, the priest later identified as Fulani youths. It was learned the gunmen who attacked the church arrived at the premises, which is less than 200 meters from the palace of the Olowolo of Owo, at 12 p.m. when the Sunday masses was being rounded off. Gathered that kid worshippers, mostly children and women, were killed in an attack by the gunmen, who were said to have thrown an improvised explosive device before they started shooting sporadically. A 37-second video posted online shows some of the slain worshippers in a pool of blood. Workers of the Federal Medical Centers and St. Louis Hospital, both in Owo, where the dead and the injured were taken to, told one of our correspondents that a total of 35 people were brought in dead. 701 Kaduna students miss West African Secondary School Certificate examination. No fewer than 701 students have alleged been denied the opportunity of sitting for the ongoing 2022 West African Secondary School Certificate examination after the payment of 12.61 million naira fees in Kaduna State. It was learned that the 701 students who are from 9 secondary schools across the state, comprising 4 government-owned secondary schools, 5 privately owned secondary schools, could not upload their continuous assessment on the West African Examination Council portal. This necessitated WAEC to shut down the portal at the end of the deadline for the registration of students for the examination. Although the National Examination Body called the attention of the affected school in April 1st, 2022 to enable them to rectify the anomaly. All entreaties to the WAEC Zonal Coordinator Northwest, Mr. Audu Paiku, to reopen the portal for the schools to upload the assessment was rejected. The affected schools are Government Secondary School Kuse, or 209 final year students, Government Secondary School Independent Way Kaduna, or 150 final year students, Government Secondary School Kagago, 101 students, Government Secondary School Ida, 100 students, among others. It was, however, learned that the State Ministry of Education have written to the National Office of the WAEC through the Zonal Office in Kaduna over the matter. The letter dated April 12, 2022, a copy which was signed by the overseer of Kaduna State Schools Quality Assurance Authority, Aliyu Idris, requested WAEC to reopen the portal to allow the 701 students to upload their assessments, but the examination body refused. Still on the news, National Assembly workers begin strike over unpaid salaries. Workers of the National Assembly, under the aegis of the Preliminary Staff Association of Nigeria, have commenced an indefinite strike over the non-payment of backlog of salaries allowances by the management. PASAN issued the strike notice on Sunday via a statement issued by its Secretary General, Ahmed Awobifo. In a statement titled, PASAN declared indefinite strike to demand full implementation of the revised Condition of Service 2018. The association stated that the industrial action started after trim notice to the management led by the clerk to the National Assembly, Amos Ojo, within 3 weeks. The statement read in part, the Preliminary Staff Association of Nigeria, National Assembly Service Commission and National Assembly Chapter at its jointly Congress meeting on June 2, 2022, resolved to embark on indefinite strike over the failure of the National Assembly management to implement the substitute Memorandum of Understanding jointly signed by the NAS management and PASAN on April 13, 2021. PASAN has issued a communique on March 28, 2022, where it demanded the full implementation of the substitute MOU and the revised condition of services. It also notified the management of the National Assembly of 21 days, 14 days, and 7 days service of notice for the industrial action if by May 31, 2022. The management of the National Assembly failed to comply with the Congress resolution. The clerk to the National Assembly, Amos Ojo, could not be reached on Sunday night to speak on the matter. Call made onto his special advisor on media and labor, Austin Adesoro, who had early indicated the management could react to the strike, did not connect. And now on business news, 42.6% of bank accounts linked to BVN. Accounts linked to bank verification number BVN stood at 54.7 million on May 29 this year. The Nigerian Interbank Settlement System (NIBSS) has said there are 128.4 million bank accounts in Nigeria as of May 29th this year, according to NIBSS. This was an improvement on the 47.54 million BVN-linked account as of April 11th last year. The figure, however, fell short of the 100 million BVN-linked account targeted by the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) for the Deposit Money Bank by 2025. According to NIBSS, BVN is a unique identity number issued to every bank customer. For authentication, individual performing bank transactions applying for loans shall be required to identify themselves using the biometric feature, which will be matched against information in the central database, NIBS said. Continuing, NIBSS said with BVN, customer bank accounts are protected from unauthorized access, will address issue of identity theft, thus reduce exposure to fraud, standardize efficiency of banking, and enhance the industry chance of being able to fish out blacklist customers. The CBN, in collaboration with the Bankers Committee, NIBSS, and the German firm Damalog launched the $50 million BVN project on February 14, 2014, to capture biometric or bank customers and give them a unique identity that can be verified across the bank. The Apex Bank said increase in BVN enrollment could address the constraints that poor identification had on the availability of credits to prospective banking customers, particularly those in formal sectors. The banker community also unveiled a new plan that requires classification of BVN into two: BVN Premium and BVN Lite. CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele said BVN Premium covers customers that can provide 18 requirements for enrollment, while the BVN Lite require minimal documentation like name and phone numbers for customers, especially those in rural areas that does not meet the full requirements. On sports news, Nadal wins his second Grand Slam title at French Open. Rafael Nadal trashed Rocky Kasper Ruud at King of Clay clinched the French Open final 6-3, 6-3, 6-0 to clinch a record of 14th Roland Garros title and 22nd Grand Slam down. Sometimes someone wonder if one day they will be staging a platinum jubilee for Rafael Nadal at Roland Garros. The 36-year-old Spaniard became the oldest man champion in French Open history when he defeated Kasper Ruud 6-3, 6-3, 6-0 in 2 hours and 17 minutes to take his 14th title. This early summer right, the passage came to pass as expected, with him dominating the Norwegian challengers on the court while he's almost impossible to beat. After all, the match, Nadal reflected on his historic and recorded extended victory. Astonishingly, he has now been halfway to a calendar Grand Slam in 2022, having missed the second half of the last season with foot problems. On entertainment news, BNX and P-Square, the Diamond Plateau's vocalist headline Afrobeat Musical Festival 2022 in Canada, with plans being perfected to host one of the biggest musical festivals of excellence to pioneers of Afrobeat. Top African music stars are set to be reviving for the big day, August 19 and 21st, 2022 in Toronto. After months of talks and planning, the festival organizers have confirmed that the festival will play host to many African music legends on one of the biggest stage ever. With P-Square, Diamond Plateau's BNXN vocalist among other top musical DJs such as DJ Neptune, DJ Big N taking care of music, to be hosted by Dune, the energy god. Speaking about the event, Dami Adenuga, the team leader of the festival in Nigeria and founder of DAW Empire, said they are already looking forward to one of the biggest music concerts ever. All plans are being perfected and smoothened out for the big day. Two Afrobeat exercises will also be walking home with a sum of $1,000. The first winner takes $700, while the second pockets $300 on July 31st. On foreign news, 49 killed, 300 injured in Bangladesh port depot fire. At least 49 people died and hundreds were injured after fire sparked a huge chemical explosion at a shipping container depot in Bangladesh, officials said on Sunday. The toll was expected to rise, with some of the more than 300 people injured in serious conditions, officials said, while volunteers reported that there were more bodies inside the smuggling wreckage stewed facility. The fire started late on Saturday at the depot in Sitakuda, which stores around 4,000 containers, many of them filled with garments designed for Western retailers. The facility is about 40 kilometers, 25 miles from the major south port of Chittagong. Following the fire, containers holding chemical exploded, engulfing firefighters, volunteers, and journalists in an inferno, hurtling people and debris from the air and turning the night sky a blazing orange. Building located kilometers away rattled with the force of the blast. Elias Chudhori's region chief doctor told AFP that the number of dead was 49, but could increase. Firefighters continue to douse buckets of fire with hose on Sunday. The death toll will rise as the rescue workers has not been completed yet, Chudhori said. Those people, including several journalists who were doing Facebook Live, are still not accounted for. Razul Karim, operation director of the fire department, said that at least 7 firefighters died and at least 4 others were missing. Mojibur Rahman, the director of BMN Container Depot, the firm operating the facility with around 600 workers, said that the cause of the initial fire was still unknown. And that will bring us to the end of News at 12 at the Gallery Television. I'm Elijah Chidima. Do join us at 4 for yet another update. Thanks for watching.
Life of people not only in Niger State but also.
Still a chance for Ryan Robin. It's
shoot, let him shoot. No problem.
Fever in Taraba due to lack of specific dialysis machine.
Proposed by the federal government to finance the deficit in the 2021 budget by April.